Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I am so excited to be doing this next interview. Before I continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to thank Rogue Media Network, specifically Mike and Allison, for all they do for The Public Affair and everything that they do for the show behind the scenes. You guys are truly the goats, and I truly appreciate you guys. Of course, to everybody who likes, shares, and subscribes, or who's just been a loyal fan of The Public Affair for the last 2.5 years. Okay, thank you guys so much for all love and support. Truly, it means the world to me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Now, before we continue with this really special guest, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by my boy Joel Olvera, for Brothers Construction, who provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. Joe and his entire team of delicious men, as delicious as he is, are building affordable dream homes for, yeah, that's how I feel about him. Okay. Make sure you call the number on the screen for Brothers Construction. Thank you so much, Joe, for everything you've done for me in the last 2.5 years, bro. That's it. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You were a stranger that came into my life and has been supporting this show since the beginning. Whoever feels any type of way about it, oh well. Thank you so much for everything. That's it. Okay. All right. To my boy Frank Biza with B&J Refinishing, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. He offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town, darling. He also has inflatables, a mechanical bull, margarita machine, tables, chairs, a foam machine, and so much more, darling, making all your parties super duper lady kitty. My boy Frank does it all. He's been a long time sponsor of the show. Truly appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. Make sure you guys hit up B&J Refinishing for all those needs. Of course, to my boy David Santabañez with Linear Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office, darling. He'll help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Linear, or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. My boy David is out there killing it, and I can't wait to be taking that really hot picture with him when I buy my first house. We're gonna do it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I told him yesterday we're gonna do it. He said it was okay.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. And Felicia said it was okay
David.
too. Yes, shout out David. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my girl. If you've not been here, girl, Pee-wee's Crab Cakes of Texas with my girl Anika Armstrong, serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more, darling. My favorite is the crabby seafood pasta, but their top recommended is the Southern Fried Catfish Special, served with seafood pasta, potato salad, and 6 fried shrimp. Now, the fish is topped with Huda sauce. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because you got to head over to 108 Jim Drive in Hewitt, or order online at orderpeeweescrabcakesoftexas.com. To my girl Anika Armstrong, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor. Another stranger that walked into my life and supported the show since the beginning. Truly appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. Of course, to my boy Juan Morales with Waco Fencing and stuff. Now, Juan's out there building privacy fences and chain link fences, darling. Perfect for all that extra at-home privacy, in case you want to go outside and do this something. Okay. He also does demolitions, build wood decks, stone patios, and gorgeous flower beds, darling. Make sure you contact him with the number on the screen for your consultation. To my boy Juan Morales with Waco Fencing and stuff, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair, bro. I truly appreciate you. And of course, I can't go on without thanking my girl Nancy Pulsini with Parkway National Insurance. She provides insurance for all commercial trucks and tractor trailers, and also for all contractors, along with home and auto insurance. Basically, all your insurance inquiries, make sure you hit up my girl Nancy Pulsini with Parkway National Insurance on the number on the screen. Y habla español también, my girl Nancy. Thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor and supporter of The Public Affair, girl. I truly appreciate you so much. Thank you. I had to throw that little shade in there for Joe because I love that guy. Anyway, people be mad at me. What do you want me to do? Okay, right. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I leave that in there. All right. So, like I said, I've been really excited to have my next guest onto the show. I was really nervous she was going to cancel on me, but you know what? She built up enough courage. She looks gorgeous today. I've known of her since last year. We met at an event. I got to meet with her again at this event. I called her up, slid in her DMs, and said, please come on my show. She goes, I don't know. I said, yes, you do. Come on. I'm so excited to welcome the mastermind behind Allure by Clarissa. Miss Clarissa Ramos is here on The Public Affair. How you doing, girl?
Good. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited that you're finally here. No, I've really been wanting to invite you for a really long time. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
So
I'm here.
Yeah. So now I kind of got you wind up a little bit. Yes. Okay. Shout out to the Apothic Red. I told you that after this, I know you're married or you have
a little sweaty.
Yeah, it's a little sweaty in here, but after the second bottle, you're definitely going to be sliding into DMs. Like I am already going to be sliding into several DMs after the show, including Joel Olvera's DMs. All right. No, I'm kidding. You. Listen, how are you? Thank you for coming. How do you feel?
Good. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm relaxed. I'm good.
Okay. So you were a little bit nervous on the beforehand.
I was.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Like most people are.
Yeah.
So how did you build up enough courage to come on The Public Affair?
Nothing to it but to do it. Just come and do it. And
I love
get
it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Thank you so much. So we met at the back to school bash that our friends Cedro Rodriguez and David Santabanez put on every year. They've been doing it the last 3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to my boys.
Oh, I
They're
love
doing
those
great.
guys. I love them so much.
They're
I
doing
do.
great.
Yes, they're doing amazing things. You know, I had to get a little cute at the event this year. I was a little bit hungover. Had to hire security.
It happens. It happens.
Sometimes you gotta put something on that place, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Other than that, it was a successful event, and you went since last year, and I saw you there last year, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, Clarissa, I kept forgetting your name,
Right.
and so I never knew how to reach out to you until I glued it in my mind on purpose and said, I just have this hunch. You asked me why I invited you on the show. I said, oh, girl, I don't know. Just fucking come on.
Yeah,
I don't know why I invite none of these people.
Girl.
Okay.
Bring your ass.
Yes. So, you were there with Envy Beauty Bar.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to fuck up the name. Okay. You guys, yeah. So did you guys enjoy the experience and all that, or?
Of course, man. Envy's nothing new to, doing events like this, giving back to the community.
Y'all are everywhere.
I just had to invite my girls. I was like, come on.
Yes.
My guys are out here doing it. Let's, show up and show out.
Yeah, for sure.
It was definitely a good turnout. We had so many girls go.
Yes.
It was a really good turnout.
Y'all were pretty busy. Y'all were real busy, okay?
We were. And then it made, we sanitized after each little girl,
Okay.
so we had to, hold on, girl, pump the brakes. Let's sanitize real quick. It was a good event, though.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. They always success. Now, I see that you bought me a present. But I'm stoolless because, I don't have my stool for my iPad. Can you pass that to me?
Sure
Am I allowed to open it on the show?
Why not?
Okay, yes. I love that. Okay. Now, is it what Scooby bought me? Scooby bought me dildos on my show. He did.
No, baby.
I haven't used them yet.
No,
but okay.
It's just a little
Let me
something,
see. Okay. Oh, cute. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't know what really your style was. So
Whatever.
I kind of had my girl just, throw something together.
This is like a tie-dye. Look how cute that is.
Are
Look,
you,
get that on
are you
camera.
a tie-dye type of
I
fella?
can be.
Okay.
I'm not a top, but I could definitely. I wasn't a top yesterday, bitch.
Yeah.
Side note, that guy came and screwed me and then threw his fucking towel on my PS5 controller. I almost smacked him in the face for that.
So you're a gamer.
Well, I am a gamer, but not when you throw your cum-stained towel on my fucking PS5 controller. You know them hoes are $75 a piece. You know what I mean?
I don't know nothing
does your
about
husband
that.
play games?
Not really.
Okay, I was gonna say ask him if that's okay, and he'll punch you in the face too. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, thank
My
you.
kids do that.
Okay, we're not going there. Anyway, no, I do love the shirt. Thank you so much. I thought it was a very cute design. Who made this for you again? Shout them out.
My one of my dear friends, Amber Villa, she actually made that for me. Last minute, that's how I roll.
Okay.
Went over there yesterday, I was like, girl. Come
I need a
on,
shirt
look at
real quick.
yes,
Okay,
exactly.
got you, yes.
She's like, well, what is he like? I was like, girl, just be creative.
Something. Well,
Yeah.
can I just really be honest and say that I'm happy that you didn't get me a fucking rainbow shirt? I don't wear rainbow shirts. I think people think because I'm gay that I rock rainbow.
You just rock the colors and you just don't.
I don't want to fucking wear a rainbow.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. You know, I like.
You probably make the colors pop a little bit.
Well, I'm popping. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I
you.
mean? But I just like simple. I really do like simple shit. You know what I mean? And if we're gonna go all
Same.
out, it needs to be all out. Like,
same.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Not too extra.
Clarissa, again, thank you so much for coming onto the show. Can
You're
you
welcome.
introduce yourself to us a little bit about who you are and such, please, for anybody who may not know?
Okay. My name is Clarissa Ramos. I work at Envy Beauty Bar. I have 4 beautiful babies, 3 girls and 1 boy. I don't know. I'm just a busy
You're from the
person.
South? You
From the
mentioned
South
that? From the
side.
South. Okay.
Born and raised Waco, Texas. I
Yes.
have 2 sisters. The middle.
Shout out to the sister spectating.
Giggle in the background.
Okay,
What's
she's
up,
up there. Yes,
bitch?
hey, she's
Yeah.
crunk. Okay.
She's crunk back
If
there.
things get out of line, you can just barge in.
Yeah. To the rescue.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. But that, I mean.
Okay, got you.
very
What
chill,
was
down to earth.
what was life for you like growing up on this side of town? I mean, I'm sure we're relatively the same age. I assume I'm 31. You don't have to say your age, but
I'm older than you. I'm 33.
girl, play like 2 years. Okay,
Ooh, 2 years is 2 years, baby.
I mean,
Teach you some things.
Okay, you're right. What was it like for you growing up, especially in this side of town? I'm pretty sure back in the day it was a little bit more rough and stuff. I mean, we had that conversation. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty rough, but I think it's just what you made of it.
Okay.
Living and learning for sure. I had my baby at 16.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I was out there,
Were you out there
doing
fighting
the
and
most.
shit and-
I was out there fighting, just doing the most.
Yeah.
Wouldn't sit my ass down thinking I was grown,
Okay, got
just
you.
doing the most. But having my baby definitely settled me down for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy that you say that, because there's a lot of girls that get pregnant when they're 16 that it doesn't do shit. You know, it's like, oh, well, my mom will raise this. You know what I mean?
No.
Was there a reason why, like, you were acting out? Like, was the family dynamic all right, or were you just trying to be about that life because?
It was just, I feel like I was never one for the rules. Like, my mom would always, you know, give me these rules, and then I'm like,
I ain't doing
I'll
all
wait till
that.
you go to sleep and I'm gone, you know. And that was me. Like when I look back at it now. Is that my sister?
No, I was waiting to see if she because I was gonna.
She knows.
Yeah, right.
She was. I had to sneak around her butt too, because she would.
Well, you were over there snitching, weren't you?
She was snitching.
She was snitching. She was snitching. Girl, I'm with you too. You know, if we ever get arrested together, I'm singing.
Yeah, that's right.
We all going down together. Fuck that. Y'all was supposed to have my back.
Exactly. Okay. No, that was me. I mean, I was sneaking out, doing the most, just you know, living by my own rules. And if I knew I couldn't do it, I just wouldn't even bring it to my mom. I'm like, I'll just do it because she would knock out. I was in there like swimwear.
Girl, I don't know. I was pussy as fuck because my parents slept. No. They did not sleep. They were light sleepers.
Yeah.
They heard everything. And my brother was that way. He always wanted to sneak out and shit like that. I was like, we're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Stay home. I was the goody two shoes. No. Nobody believes me because I'm such a slut now. Yeah. But that's what happens when you're sheltered.
It does. That's what happens. The consequence of it.
Okay, girl. Yeah. Did you have a lot of hardships being a 16-year-old mother, though? I mean, you mentioned that it humbled you a lot, or really took you down a lot.
It did. Yeah. It definitely did. So for one, I just remember a conversation with my mom. My mom had my older sister at 17, 18, I believe. And I remember, you know, she was a single mom raising us 3 girls. And I remember her telling me, you know, just don't get pregnant early, Weta. That was Weta was my nickname for her. She was just, you know, don't get pregnant. Don't, you know, just go to school, do right, finish school. So when I did get pregnant, I kind of felt like I let my mama down. You know what I mean? I didn't, you know, because she had my sister early, had us early.
Right. And it's like she asked you not to do that one thing.
Exactly. And I did it.
And you did it, yeah.
So I was like...
And plus, you know, them South Waco niggas got that pipe. So we really can't help ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get pregnant right now.
Are you? Is it working for you?
Well, in God's will, I will get pregnant. Okay, if God wants it to happen, I will get pregnant.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
Shout out to Daniel Sanchez. If he wants to give me a baby, he can. I love him. I do. He was on the show. Yeah, that's our joke. I mean, I'm not joking. But
I'm dead serious.
If he wanted this... Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but I think from that point I had like a point to prove to her.
Okay.
To her. You know what I mean? Like I didn't let you down. We're still in this, you know.
Okay. I'm not giving up.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So everything that, you know, from the moment I had my daughter, I mean, I was working, going to school, you know, at 16. I was, you know, everything that I did in my life from that point on was I was on a mission.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just on a mission just to...
So you were still going to high school?
Hell yeah.
University?
So I left university, 10th grade, and then I went to STARS. It was
that's the alternative school, right?
It's not an alternative school. Okay. It's a school, I guess it's where you can just do part-time. So you can do like, you know, your mornings or you can do afternoons.
Right.
So that's what I did. I went to school half of the day, and then the other half I went to work.
Right. Well, it was easier for you because you were pregnant.
Well, at this time I had already had her.
You had the baby,
so
excuse me,
I got pregnant at 16 and had her at 16. And then 3 months later, I turned 17.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I was pretty much on a mission just to show her that, you know, don't count us out yet. Don't count us out yet. We got this.
I went to a school similar. You know, I went to Midway, and I went to XL. I don't know why I went there because that's where all the pregnant girls were at, and I was not a pregnant girl. You know what I mean? But it was like that too. So I got to go in the mornings and then work in the afternoon or whatever. I hated it, but you know, whatever. That's convenient for somebody like you or whatever. So I guess in terms of being a mother at 16, though, I mean, was it safe to say like dad was involved as well, or were you struggling with that aspect of it, or?
So her father?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. He's never not been a part of her life.
That's good.
So all of my kids are, you know, by my ex. He's always been a part of their lives. Always been there. Even, you know, after us splitting up, it was literally our arguments were, I get them this week. You don't get them this week.
For real?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I wanted the kids.
Exactly. We wanted our babies. Yeah.
What a rare instance, right?
Yeah, it really is. I get that a lot. You know, you know, they tell me, you know, you're so lucky to have someone who's involved or whatever. But it's not in him and it's not in me. Like we're gonna handle our business, whether it's with each other or without each
For
other.
sure.
Yeah.
Was he just as young as well? I mean, were you guys both the
Same age.
Same
Yeah,
age? Yeah.
same age.
Oh, wow. I wonder what that was like for you. We should have invited him too. Yeah. No.
No.
We're just keeping the kids.
Yeah, we still, it's cordial. You know, we do what we got to do for our kids. You know,
I think that's great.
Yeah, he's in his relationship. I have mine. You know, I haven't personally met his girlfriend, but my babies talk highly of her. So all I can do is just appreciate and respect
that
her.
matters,
Exactly.
Can I just say too, like, kudos to you and for him. I mean, if you want to give him a shot, you can. But because I don't know who he is. But if you know, kudos to the both of you guys for really just kind of like putting on the big girl panties and the big boy underwear. You know what I mean? Like getting your shit together and say, okay, we got to do this. You know what I mean? We made our bed, we lay in it, you know, type things. And even to this day, I mean, your kids are probably, I mean, they're older now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fact that you guys are still able to co-parent and stuff. Listen, for all of you guys watching this episode and you guys over there bullshitting.
It don't have to be like that.
It does not have to be like that.
I mean, granted, we have our ups and our downs, but, you know, for the most part, we make it work for the kids. It's always about the kids. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. That's why when I become a baby's mother, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want the drama either.
Don't be the baby mama.
Listen, Clarissa, I've very much resorted myself to the fact that I'm gonna be a side piece my whole life. I don't care.
Well,
Dudes be sliding in my DMs now, and I'm like, "Are you trying to fuck her now? Like, I don't want to get to know you.
Don't
like,
play
are we
with
doing
me.
this?
Yeah.
Please don't play with me. I have to go record with Clarissa at 3:30. Okay? You're lucky I got off of work early to come do this. You know, how did you manage to stay afoot as a teen mother, though? I mean, like with going to school and working and raising a child. I mean, did you have a good support system, or did you find that there was some times that were more daunting than others, or?
Like I said, I was on a mission.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I did what I had to do, and then my family they still are so supportive.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, my sisters. It literally takes a tribe, and I can't express that enough. A tribe to help raise kids. I mean, you have to have that support behind you. You have to have, you know, anyone that's willing to look out and just help out in any way. You know what I mean? Because it's really sucks to, you know, have to ask for help with your kids and then it get thrown in your face. You know what I mean? So when your family does it, it's less of that. You know what I mean? And it's more just at the goodness of their heart.
Definitely.
Just really trying to help out.
Absolutely. Did you find yourself being judged a lot at that time? Because I feel like being pregnant at 16 on our time was like a taboo. Right. Now it's normalized.
Right.
Sadly,
exactly.
it is.
Yeah.
You know, so
exactly.
did you find yourself being judged a lot?
If I was, it wasn't ever like in my face. I mean, I know I had the stares. I know it most definitely whenever I had my doctor's appointments for, you know, the ultrasounds and the doctor visits are like, you're 16? You gonna marry him?
They'd be so messy, right?
Yeah,
the doctors and shit.
Baby,
all up in this business, bitch. Mind your shit.
Yeah, I remember my mom telling them, no, she ain't getting married. She is not getting married. Shoot, just because she's pregnant, she's not getting married.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
What was your parents' reaction when you told them that you were pregnant at 16? Yeah. Did you get that ass whooped?
Not at all. No. So it was way more hard. So my stepdad, my mom and my stepdad met whenever I was 5. So that was my dad. That's my dad. So telling my mom was easier. And I remember telling her and she was like, okay, well, you got to tell Rose. And I was like, you tell him.
Okay.
She's like, no, ma'am, you're going to tell.
Oh,
so
wow. Your mom sounds like she's about that life.
Oh, she is.
Like she'd be fighting.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
She be fighting? She's at the club fighting?
Okay, so my mom now, no, she doesn't. But
Not
back
now.
then, I done seen my mama throw down plenty of times. I mean, we're at a stoplight, stop sign, and her and my aunt are out there fighting.
Oh, shit, for real?
Man.
I would love to be a fly in the wall in y'all's family.
My grandma is the one, though. My grandma would be, she would take us to the houses.
Are you serious?
I'm not even playing.
What the fuck is going on here? Kiko. That's
right? Yep.
It's like that.
Just like
you
that.
pulled up on bitches like that.
And you know what? My grandma's still like that to this day. My grandma faithfully goes out every weekend. You know, she just exactly. It's so funny, not funny, but yeah, like my first time ever, like. And I don't do it anymore, but you know, my first time ever smoking was with my grandma.
Okay.
So it was me and I have a whole lot of just girl cousins, my sisters.
Right.
Summertime, literally. I remember our first time ever smoking, and my grandma was like, "Y'all don't tell your mama." And we're like, "Bitch, you tell our mama." You're the grandma.
But meanwhile, mom probably wants to smoke with y'all.
No, grandma. My mom didn't smoke or drink or nothing. Okay. Yeah, mom was.
Really? But she was still about that life?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She'd always say, you know, if I drank or smoked, I'd be doing life sentence behind bars.
Oh wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's the
Shout
kind
out
of
to my
thing.
mama though. I love you, mama.
Shout out to your grandma too. That's just taking you out bitches, pulling up and like,
anybody who knows Miss Bonita knows.
Okay.
And it's so funny because at the shop at Envy, I have girls, I seen your grandma at, Ruth Wood Bar, and I bought her a shot.
Oh, for real?
I'm like, girl, okay, well, that makes you responsible.
Your grandma,
She's 72,
Oh, she's still crying. What the fuck out of here?
And doesn't even look. She looks no older than 55.
I have got to meet your grandmother, please. Will she love this show if she watches it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she will? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
definitely.
I don't know. Grandparents hate me. So the stepdad, you told him, hey, I'm pregnant, whatever, what's going on?
I didn't. I couldn't tell him.
So you just dropped the baby?
I was just like, I couldn't find the words to tell him. Like, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. Like, he's sitting there, I'm just like,
okay.
I can't tell you.
Yeah,
He's like, just whatever it is, just tell me. So, no, my mom finally told him for me, and he just looked at me and goes, it's okay.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Yeah, exactly. It was not at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, it's okay. We're gonna get through it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go talk to his parents. It's gonna be okay. I was like, okay.
And everything was cool.
And everything was good.
Everything was good.
And everything was good. We went to my baby daddy's house and spoke with his parents, and
it was like, this is just what
they're from Mexico, so they offered for me to live there. And my dad was like, no.
You know how they be doing, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, y'all fucking around getting married and shit.
Yeah, it's like, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was pretty intense. I mean, being 16 and going through all that.
For sure. So just on a side note, because it sounds like your family is about that life, do you have any cousins or uncles for me that don't speak English, that need papers? I can make lonche and I don't serve.
Do you make lonche for real?
Girl.
Do you?
Don't play with me. I can make lonche and
at 5 in the morning?
Who?
Okay.
I get up at 4:30. What are you talking about? And let me tell you something too. I'll cook my man's dinner not on a fucking paper plate. Okay.
On the glass plate.
You
do it like my mama.
With dishes. Okay.
Yes, okay. Better not serve him on that paper plate.
I'm not feeding my man that comes home from his construction job on a fucking paper plate. He's gonna eat off of a fucking china dish.
There you go.
With forks and knives.
You better than me. Okay. You better than me because I'm not finna do no dishes.
Okay. So if you do have any Clarissa's uncles and grandpas and shit, if you guys are single, slide in these DMs. Yeah, I like him old and crispy with a pension.
Gotcha.
That's my type. Did you? Clarissa, do you mind if I get a little personal with you, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you find yourself a lot with a lot of struggles in relationships, being that young, being a young mother? I mean, was there any hardships that you had to go through in terms of relationships and such?
I don't really think so.
Okay.
I mean, like my only relationship was with my ex.
Okay.
And then, with my man that I'm with now, we've been together for going on 5 years already. I think with my last relationship, just definitely was kind of standoffish, didn't trust. Everything was kind of like, good game.
Yeah.
Good game, whatever. Whatever, yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Okay, so the person that you're with now is, you just mentioned, I'm sorry, I was paying attention, I promise. You're not with your baby's father now.
No.
You're with another person. Okay,
right.
got No, but you know what? I guess what it means to say is that a lot of young girls, as young teenagers, we all make stupid decisions. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of girls come on the show and talk about, some of the men that they've been with and some of the hardships that they've had to go through in terms of abuse and stuff like that,
right.
or being neglected. Did you have to ever go through anything similar?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like... So I was 14 when me and my ex actually got together.
Oh, okay.
14. 16 when we got pregnant and had the baby. We pretty much figured out life together.
Yeah.
The good, the bad,
Well,
the ugly, the
young.
in between. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the only love that I knew. Whether it was right or wrong, bad or good, that's just what it was.
Yeah.
Then we got older, and you grow. You grow.
Absolutely. I
you
agree.
either grow together or you grow apart.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I like that you said that. That's a good way to put it. No, for sure.
No, seriously. You grow. And the things that I wanted in life, I don't feel like he was ready for or ready to commit. I don't know what it was. It just, it wasn't working for me. And I had to kind of I literally took a leap of faith. Literally one day was like, I have to control my life for me, for my babies, for what I want. Not for, because when you get in a relationship, you kind of start living for everyone else except for yourself.
Oh, for sure.
You're a mother, you're working, full-time working, and then you have to come home, take care, it's everything. It's the man, it's everything to where you...
Yeah.
For me, I can only speak for myself. I felt like I kind of lost myself in it. to where I had to find myself again.
Okay, I got you.
And you know, no disrespect to him or
for sure. Well, you guys were young.
Exactly.
You guys were young. Like, we can't judge you.
Exactly.
For sure.
We weren't for each other at that time, or you know, whatever. But leaving was probably one of the hardest things that I ever had to do in my life. You know what I mean? Someone that you plan to spend your whole life with, you end up having to make adjustments for yourself. And then once I left that relationship, I realized that it wasn't the love that I needed. It wasn't the love for me.
I think at 16, Clarissa, when you have a baby and, you know, you're with this person and you know, again, big shout out to the baby daddy who even, because a lot of y'all niggas ain't even doing that, all right?
No.
That stood up to the plate
every time.
And raised his kids and was fighting about even having them. You know what I mean? And
seriously.
Regardless of like the things that you guys went through, whether it was mental or physical abuse, whether it was cheating, whatever the fuck it was, y'all still did what most people do not do.
Exactly.
And that was be parents.
Exactly.
Even at 16.
Exactly.
And y'all had to learn how to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So all we could do is kudos to the both of you, no matter what the situation was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was so funny when you mentioned about having, I know somebody similar right now who's going through a divorce, and they have their ups and downs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like one minute they're like fucking amazing, the next minute they're like a hot mess.
Right.
And so when you mentioned that letting go was like the hardest part, you know, what was the reason, if you don't mind me asking, why you had to just kind of unbind the chains and move on?
Literally, I literally told him, I have to leave you alone because I'm gonna end up killing one of these bitches at Waco because I can't. You know, it's like
that's it.
I mean, plain and simple. I can't. Okay. It's you can lose yourself behind someone. You really can. Love is crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting the respect that I felt like I deserved.
Okay.
So it was just like, you know what? Sometimes you got to learn how to be done with something. Just wipe your hands with it. Not for the bad.
Yeah.
You know, just you go your way, I go my way.
Yeah.
We come together for these kids, and then that's it. You know, and it's been great ever since. I mean, when we split up, you know, a year after us breaking up, I closed on my first house with David Santabania.
Shout out
David. Shout
out David. We love him. Yes.
He actually helped us, and the house that me and my boyfriend that I'm with now, we actually bought our second home with David. Yeah, so
David, what's up,
David's
bro?
doing his thing.
Okay, David out there fucking killing it.
Man, David is great. So if anybody needs any kind of house selling, David Santabanias is the dude. So yeah, David helped me get to my first house. I know I drove his ass crazy trying to look for a house, but my first year I closed on my house. So within that year, I went to cosmetology school, started interning with Erica and the girls at Envy, and got my license. It's just everything.
Things just started
everything
coming
just
up for
opened.
you.
Like the doors everywhere just opened up for me. And that's how you know, like,
for sure, Clarissa,
you're going.
I have a good question for you. And again, this is not by any means to trash baby daddy or any man that's been in your life, because kudos to them for even stepping up to raise their kids.
Yes.
How did you find the courage for forgiveness? Like whether he was cheating on you or beating on you, whatever the fucking case was. How did you find the courage to be like, you know what, like we still need to coexist? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to X you from my life, even though I'm leaving a part of your life. You know what I mean? What did you do to kind of just like stay above the fray and be like, you know, we gotta do this shit together regardless? You know what I mean?
I think for me, it was very hard.
Yeah.
I just had to focus on what I was doing, not what he was doing, not what he wasn't doing, not what he wanted to do. I just had to worry about me and what I was doing for them kids, and for my life. And you kind of just, it's almost grieving someone that hasn't passed. Okay. You know, almost in a way, you know, you just kind of, you grieve it, you feel it, you take it all in, angry, sad, everything, and then you just let it go.
That's it.
And then it's normal, you know what I mean? Then when there's no feelings involved, there's no drama, there's no extra, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And we don't got time for all that. That's why I just want to be a side piece. So, baby daddy, if you have any grandpas or uncles
or tios
that want to get in this diamond mine of mine, it's open for business and everybody's allowed. I got pounded yesterday, so it's great. I'm happy.
Looking at
Did you find it hard for your children to accept the fact that y'all were not together?
Definitely. I feel like in situations like that, the kids are always the ones who suffer the most. Okay. They can't in their head wrap around why mom and dad are not together no more, or why we're part-timing over here and part-timing over there, I think for my girls, so my babies, my son was like a year and a half whenever we separated.
Right.
My baby girl, she was probably about 3 years old. It was my middle daughter who really struggled. Like she made it a point every time to talk about her dad. I mean, even she would just always bring him up. Well, my dad. Well, we're over here eating, and my dad's eating by himself.
Okay.
You know, she made it a point. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, they be getting deep, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
I was like, girl, nobody think about your daddy like that.
I am.
But I know. But it's just the minds of kids. Like they, she's thinking he's by himself. When it's not it's not the case. It's just like that's how she feels. Yeah, she feels like my dad's alone. He don't have us. He's alone.
Okay.
But she's always been a daddy's girl. She's always looked up to her dad. Been super close with her dad. So it's you just kind of each one just taking. Just stopping and listening. You know what I mean? Just letting them talk, hearing them out.
I just have to give you guys kudos again. I really like to hear, honestly, that at 16 years old, you and baby daddy had kids and still like even for him, because a lot of the times the men be the first ones to dip. Girl, you lucked out. Especially now we all know the South Waco guys got that pipe, but some of them are roaches too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, shout out to him and shout out to you, honestly, for you guys stepping up to the plate, raising children. Before I continue, Clarissa, what was your favorite memory about growing up in South Waco? Besides your grandma taking you to bitch's house to fight them. Yeah.
That wasn't my favorite memory. I was like, grandma, that's my friend though.
Oh shit, it was your friend. Yeah. Grandma has to come on the show.
She was savage. No, seriously.
Yeah, what the fuck?
My favorite, just hanging with my friends, man. I felt like we were super lit growing up, Oh yeah, man,
the kids these days are built different, right?
They're
pussy.
like,
I don't give a fuck. They be getting drunk. They don't come to work on time.
They're like privileged. You know what I mean? Like you work hard, play hard. You know what I mean?
Bro, these kids don't know these days.
They don't.
Girl, we used to go out there, party, show up to work.
6 in the morning and go back to work. Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Makeup smeared and whatever, but we were still on time, babe, to get that
work. Shit, we still there.
Well, Clarissa, listen, we're gonna take a little break, okay? And when we get back, I definitely want to get to learn more about Allure by Clarissa. I definitely want to learn about your journey about becoming a hairstylist, working at Envy. But when we get back, we're gonna get to know more about that. So I want you guys to stay tuned here on The Public Affair. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this really, really special episode of The Public Affair with my girl, Clarissa Ramos. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to my girl, Juliana Resendez, the queen, darling, with JR Renovations. She's a general contractor specializing in commercial businesses and residential homes, darling. She's a true queen, leveling the playing field in a male-dominated industry. That girl right there, you want to talk about the epitome of giving back? That's Juliana Resendez right there. I don't care if fuck what anybody say. For real, right? Yes.
She definitely
is. And she's hot. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram at JR Renovations. And call the number on the screen, darling, with JR Renovations. Juliana Resendez, thank you for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. Of course, to Banda's hauling service with my boy Julian and my girl Anna Banda. They run dump trailers. You fill it up and they haul it away, darling. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals and haul cars in and out of town. Girl, my car broke down. That hoe broke down. Julian said I'd be there in 20 minutes. He was there in 10 minutes. He came, picked up the car, took it to the shop, and all the hot guys fixed my car.
Oh, that's VIP.
Okay, baby. Julian got you guys. He is punctual. He is on it. Banda's Hauling Service is the best. Book now with the number on the screen to Banda's Hauling Service. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, oh my goodness, the Taquisa Palacios with Onisimo and Lupe Palacios. Delicious, darling. They provide delicious and affordable tacos for any event. Now, their meat choices are carne asada, pollo, chorizo, pastor, y barbacoa. You cannot forget about the aguas frescas, girl. Their flavors include limonada, horchata, piña, melon, jamaica, y tamarindo también. They also provide all the plasticware, so you don't got to worry about getting the plates and shit. They got you, girl. And book now with the number on the screen to Taquisa Palacios. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my girl Lisette Luna and my girl Amanda Switzer with Embrace Fitness. They teach group fitness classes that are fun and dynamic, darling. They also specialize in total body workouts by Excola and by Jackie and Zumba Step. Classes are Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And you can also contact them in case you need like a little venue for a small party or anything. They rent their building out for that, girl. It's beautiful. beautiful. And it's a cute little building too to have a little party in. I've been there like a few times out there in China Springs. It's so cute.
Perfect.
Yes, perfect. Embrace Fitness. Thank you so much for being longtime sponsors of the Public Affair. Amanda, Lisette, girls, I love you. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness, of course, to Allie's Drive-In with Alexis and Diana Rivas. What? A convenience store located where the old Kobe's is in South Waco, 2105 Dutton Avenue. As of the recording of this episode, it's a Thursday. Tomorrow's Enchilada Friday. I can't wait. Girl, did you get it with the pig's feet?
Always.
Yeah, the pig's feet. I didn't think I was going to fuck with the pig's feet, but the pig's feet is everything.
Set it off right.
Yes, the pig's feet is everything. You can stop by for delicious snacks or a cold drink as well. If you need a beer for a party or yourself, they also got you with a huge freezer stocked with a wide selection of ice cold beer, darling. Order from the kitchen with a wide selection of food to satisfy your appetite or to go with that delicious cold beer as well. Stop by this monumental convenience stop in South Waco today where the old Kobe's is. They even left the sign up to Allie's Drive-In. Thank you guys so much for being longtime sponsors of the Public Affair. And of course to my boy Sid Rodriguez, who styled me for this episode today. You see the enhancements. You see the enhancements, right? Girl, please don't play with me. Okay. Located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen to book or download the Cut app to book your appointment. Walk-ins are welcome as well. They also have Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, and Clint Fletcher, and Isai over there making you look super snackish. Sid has been one of the longest running sponsors of the Public Affair. He's been a huge supporter of the Public Affair. Sid has made me look snackish for more than, 112 episodes of the Public Affair to Elite Barbershop. Thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of the Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to get right back into this episode with Miss Clarissa Ramos here on the Public Affair. It's about to get juicy, darling. Here we go. If you can't tell, yeah.
Hey,
am I slurring my words?
Am I slurring?
No. I just need to make sure I'm not slurring for my ads.
No, you're good.
Yeah, leave that in there. We're sharing.
You're good.
Yeah, okay. I can't be. I have to make sure.
No, you're good. You got it down.
Am I slurring? No, I'm not. Right? I'm enunciating.
You are very.
Allison, please leave this part in.
Hey.
I need to. She's good. Girl, you good. Don't worry. Don't listen to her. She's over there being messy. That's why
she is messy.
That's why her grandma took her to fucking bitch's house to fight her. Okay.
We had no choice.
Clarissa, can we cheers to you being on the Public Affair?
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm having the best time with you. I'm so
Me
happy
too.
that
Thank
you came.
you.
Oh, goodness. Okay, girl, I wanted to talk to you about starting your beauty career as being a hairstylist and stuff like that. What was your inspiration? And talk to me about the beginnings. Why did you decide to do that?
I've always wanted to do hair.
Okay.
I mean, anybody who knows me, I was in high school braiding girls up, pep rallies, football games.
For real?
I would have 5 girls at my house just braiding them up.
Yeah.
I knew I didn't want to braid. I'm not a braider. Even though I know how to braid, it's just not my preference. It's just not.
You just don't like doing it.
You have girls that love to braid. That's just their thing. I don't too much care for it. I'd rather.
Right.
I mean, going into cosmetology school, I knew I wanted to focus on blonding and balayaging.
Okay. What is balayaging?
So balayaging is pretty much. I had to show you a picture. It's pretty much giving like a blended look of your natural and the blonde. So it's not just all of the blonde or all of your natural. It's a blend of it all, and it kind of just it's like a melt almost.
Right.
Of
Were you one of those girls back in the day that had the blonde on one side and the black on the other?
I never did that.
You never did that?
But
okay,
it's
my
cute.
cousin did. It is cute.
It's really cute. They call that, the skunk, where you do kind of like portions of...
Not the skunk.
The skunk. The PU, baby. Okay, that's what it is. And you can do that any color. You can do blonde, you can do purple, pink, whatever. You can have fun with it.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, literally, it's funny how I started interning with Erica. I made an appointment. Erica was my stylist.
Erica Herrera, right?
Erica Herrera.
Shout out to her. She's so sweet. I met her at the event.
I love you,
Super
Erica.
kind. She's the owner of Envy. Is that correct?
She is.
Envy, Erica, can I give you a shout out? Can I just give her a shout out real quick?
Yes, do it.
She's always been. She was so kind to me at the event. I think that the job that she's doing at Envy Beauty Bar, that's what it's called, Envy Beauty Bar. Okay, I don't want to mess up the name because I have respect for Erica. The environment that you foster at Envy Beauty Bar and the way that these women treat the community and each other at community events is like so admirable to me.
Yes.
She's doing such a good job. You guys keep it so cute all the time. I've been to several events with you guys there. She's doing such a good job. Shout out to her, honestly.
Yes,
shout out to, and come on the
definitely. Shout out to Erica. She's, I mean, from day one has been like one of my biggest supporters in the industry.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember just being a client of hers and telling her, Erica, I think I want to do cosmetology school. And she's like, girl, do it.
Really?
Why not?
Okay.
And I'm thinking, this is me like 27.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, I'm 27. She's like, girl, I did mine at 32, at 35. I have my own salon,
Okay.
So do it. It's never too late.
Right.
If that's what you want to do
her.
it. Exactly.
Yeah, because bitches be hating these days.
Exactly. No, yeah. See, and Erica has never,
Not Erica, but
yeah, exactly. No, and you know what? I've heard that, plenty of times, like, you have to find a salon that has your back, because there's a lot of salons you go into, and coming out of beauty school, you don't know too much of nothing. They pretty much teach you the basics. Yeah. You have to go in and specialize and get hands-on and,
get your own niche,
get the techniques down.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. They teach us how to put bleach on the hair. They don't, and that's about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if it burns off, it burns off. You know what I mean? Like,
bitches
so
with
you have to go to a salon where you're gonna learn, and it's gonna be hands on. And I've been told, you can get into a salon and the women are just like standoffish, throw you out to the wolves. You do it. Even if you're new. That was not at all ever the case with Erica and with Envy.
Oh, good.
I remember going to school and barely starting, and I made a hair appointment with Erica. I was like, I want to do some red tips, girl.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. So I went to do my hair, and of course she was busy. She was like, Clarissa, jump in on these heads with me. I was I have stuff in my hair. Let me rinse it out. Okay. She was, no, girl, they're cool. So I literally helped her the rest of that night. Doing,
that's so great.
Exactly.
That is, because you know what, Clarissa, naturally, not to like objectify anything, but women are naturally known to be catty.
Yes, exactly.
You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And so good for her for like really just like taking you under her wing. I had a similar like situation in radio when I was under Chrissy.
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to Darren and Chrissy in the morning 97.5?
Yeah, of course.
Chrissy was my radio mentor.
Oh.
Everybody else was like shit.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't say everybody else. There was a few other people that really, So I understand.
Secrets, and I can't tell you that. Yeah, exactly.
I literally had a DJ tell me, I'm not going to teach you anything because you're going to be better than me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, fuck him. But no, but you know what? Shout out to Erica for really taking you under her wing.
And see, that was never, and like I said, all of Envy. So, we did that day. Next day, she was like, so what's up? You come back tomorrow? I was like, come on, girl. So that's how that started. Yeah, that's how that started.
For sure.
And then, it was always like, just come when you have time,
Okay.
So I interned throughout me going to school. I interned, she helped me build my clientele. She showed me the ins and outs. When I say she gave like all of Envy, all the girls at Envy gave me the confidence to do what I do and still know that, like they said, we're here. Yeah. You're going to make mistakes, but we can help you correct it. Okay. And that's all about being a hairstylist and dealing with blonding and chemicals and color.
For sure.
It's all a mess up.
Yeah.
You have to know how to fix what you pull.
Listen,
because
you're going to fuck up all the time.
Exactly.
You make mistakes, that's how you learn from them.
It's not it's not even a mistake. Like, you put blonde on someone's hair, you don't know what they have on their hair.
For sure.
It's going to pull an orange or a pink or whatever they have on their hair, it's going to pull. The bleach doesn't lie. The bleach does not lie. So whatever you get, that's your mistake.
Yeah.
So now you have to fix it. You know what I mean? So that's what we call like our color corrections. You know what I mean? Like,
do you find it daunting having to fix somebody's hair if you ever mess up? Like, did you ever mess somebody up and be like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? I just fucked it. Because I feel like when you mess up hair, I've had 100 barbers on this show. You know what I mean? And so it's like when you mess up a haircut, you can't necessarily just like put it back together and then redo it.
Once
you know
it's
what
cut,
I mean?
it's cut.
So what does Clarissa do to be like, when you did mess up somebody's hair? You know what I mean?
It's formulating. You have to learn your formulas. Like, you can have a funky lift and still be able to give them a badass blonde or a badass color. For sure. As long as you know how to formulate. It's all about formulating.
I got you.
And you can formulate with purples, greens, and blues and still have a badass popping blonde. You know what I mean? Like, it's really crazy, like the formulating the behind everything, and it's what gives you your bomb color.
Okay, got you.
So it's just,
that's what's up. When you did mess up a woman's hair, anybody's hair the first time, how did you learn to just kind of just like really push forward from that and be like, okay, like, how did you not get discouraged after that, I guess is the question.
My Envy crew.
Did you go cry in the background?
Not at all. So I remember one time. So we have to have all of our clients sign a consent form, of course. I had a girl said she only had dye on her hair.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, the bleach never lies. And this girl's hair was falling off at the tip, so I had to take it to the bow. And I'm like, okay. So I run to get Erica. I was like, and this is while I was still interning. You know, I'm like, Erica, her hair is. She's like, she lied to you. She didn't tell you what was on her hair, so she went, talked to the girl, and she was like, "Well, I did do a at-home bleaching."
Okay.
So it's like she knew, and she was so the girl. I mean, the client was perfectly fine. She was like, "I knew what I did. I didn't tell you. I wasn't honest." It's just like the doctor's office. If you're not honest with us, we don't know how to go about treating your hair. Like
keep that in mind. Take notes.
Exactly. We're not asking you what you did to bash you or to shame you. It's really to go. I need to know so I can know how to approach your hair. You know what I mean? To save like the integrity of the hair. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Every girl wants healthy hair.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So, Erica, talked to her and told her, well, we pretty much double processed because you weren't honest with us.
Yeah, for sure.
And I felt like that was probably my only like big where I was like, oh my gosh, they're freaking out. Like Erica, she was like, it's okay, Clarissa. Things like this happen, but it's not your fault. She wasn't honest, and that's what you have to understand. If we only can do as much as our clients give us, if you're not honest, you could possibly lose your hair.
Well, yeah, you walk around with some fucking
we're chemically processed. Exactly. So girl, play with it if you want to.
Yeah. So in coming to get your hair done, it's best to be honest.
It's
kind of like the dudes you sleep with. I need to know who you slept with because I need to know who gave you chlamydia.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of the same.
Because I don't want to sleep with him neither if he's gonna give me chlamydia.
Yeah.
I'll fuck him up. They'll find his ass in the ocean and I'll be confused because I thought I buried his ass in the sand. So anyway, talk to me about building the brand Allure by Clarissa. That's kind of like your little thing, right?
It is.
Yeah, okay. And so as far as like, I guess building a clientele and struggling in the beginning, can you talk to us a little bit about that and stuff and how you were able to manage like building that brand?
Of course. I feel like it's all word of mouth. You have to give your 110 to every client, no matter what.
Yeah.
You can social media, you can do all that, but I feel like word of mouth is still, it's old school, but it still is the way.
It's definitely the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
I've had plenty of girls come in from, one client, well, their tias, their sisters, their mama, it's all word of mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Like I said, definitely being at Envy helped.
Yeah, definitely. So they're pretty reputable as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I wasn't the only one interning. Erica is always open to girls coming in, learning, whether you stay or whether you go. She's always said, as long as you're rooted with Envy, I just want to teach you the right way.
Shout out to her.
And you learn your own way as you go.
God.
There's so, and we, I went into Envy with different senior stylists to where, I hop in everyone's suite and I'm like, okay, what did you do? What did you formulate?
Okay.
They all have their own way of doing things.
Right.
And it made me, kind of appreciate, the different ways to go about
like
getting one. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got you.
Exactly. There's one result, 10,000 different ways to do it. You know what I mean? Like there's so many, Like there's so many different ways you can go about doing one thing. And there's no right or wrong as long as you get your ultimate goal, like you're good. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think that's really great. I kind of wanted to talk about Envy and whatever. And first of all, I think that it's so great that you get to have your own brand at Envy. It really goes to show the character of Erica and, really like letting you guys kind of just be independent in that aspect of building your own brand. So big shout out to her for that as well. With Envy, it's like I mentioned earlier, every time I see you guys at events and stuff like that, listen, sure, there's shit that goes on, behind the scenes, like any job, we all fight and whatever the case is, but you guys really keep it cute at events. You guys are all very, very supportive. Did you work at another salon prior to that, or everything was just at Envy?
I'm rooted at Envy.
Yeah,
no, it's, and it's funny that you say that, like, whatever, there is absolutely no, like, Envy, like that I created a whole sisterhood there at Envy.
For sure.
I can even not even have, a client booked for that day, but I can have, a long day and still just pull up at Envy and just go to my girls. I mean, we've all cried so many tears behind them walls, and it's just the support, just the love,
when we say Envy Beauty Bar, do they serve booze there?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I was going to say, girl, because I'll go in there.
Well, okay, so we do, but, complimentary. It's not, we don't
so
say
you don't sell it.
Right.
It's just like we have booze for you.
Exactly.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Exactly.
Can somebody give me a facial?
Well, okay, so Envy Beauty Bar was the original.
Yes.
So she moved here. Now it's Envy Suite.
Envy Sweet. Okay.
Okay, so now how that
And you're
plays
always
out.
messing it up. Yeah.
No,
okay.
no.
Oh, I'm not.
No,
Okay.
it's just so what happened when she did her transfer to where she's at now, 1826 Morrow.
Yes.
So everyone pretty much every stylist has their own suite. She gives everyone their own. So you're your own independent person.
That's cute.
So
Yeah.
she has a suite that she calls Envy Beauty Bar still.
Yeah.
And Envy Beauty Bar is for her interns, her people still coming up, her people she's helping build clientele for. Yeah. So
is it kind of like salons by JC where everybody has their own room type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that salon, but everyone has that.
Well, I will say Carlos was there.
Yeah.
And Carlos Canales was on the show, a barber.
Okay.
And now he's building his own barber shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, and see, the thing about it is we don't have set working hours. We have girls that are there 12 o'clock at night. We have girls that are there. I've been there at 5 o'clock in the morning doing hair. No, it's that
till 5 o'clock in the morning doing hair?
No,
or you
like
get up to go
early,
do hair
right?
At 5. Oh,
it depends on.
I can do that. Okay.
There's no. She doesn't set hours. We each have a key. We each have our key to our suite. You know, you go in, do your thing.
So
There's
Allure
no
by
hours.
Clarissa, the suite is in there.
Right, exactly.
That's
so
cool. I gotta go visit.
So you have, man, they're so. It's like a one-stop shop. We have V steaming with Valerie. We have Portia who does nails. We have Nina.
You got a girl that could do some
baby
facial.
Yeah, we got it all.
How about a little Botox, little.
So Susie is your girl. She does the Botox. And then we also do. Susie also offers the IV therapies. And that's really popular right now.
Yeah. I've heard of that. My cousin does that. Yeah.
Yes, all the girls do it. You can even get the IV therapies while you're getting your hair done, or while you're getting your toes done, or while you're getting your nails done.
Tell Susie, I want to look like Joan Rivers when I'm 60 years old.
Get snatched
Girl,
in.
I want my fucking face like this. Okay? And I don't want a single fucking wrinkle on my face, bitch. I'm trying to be like this the whole time.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Did you can I just give y'all a shout out to Envy Beauty Bar? Because y'all did we were all at the Waco Award. Well, I was there for the second half of the Waco Awards last year. I didn't intend on going. I already said this, that my soccer team, Soco soccer team that I sponsor, they won a tournament.
Right.
And so we were celebrating, and then everybody, anyway, I showed up to the second half. Baby, Envy was in there about 50 deep. Okay, y'all were all on the stage. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I love whatever is going on here. Unity. I fucks with this. It is so awesome. Yeah, shout out to you guys.
We kind of got lit that night.
I'm sure you did. Did you guys ever, have you, Clarissa, ever found yourself in competition with another stylist? And you know why I say that? Because as many barbers as I've had on the show, they always say, you know what, we don't ever view each other as competition. Ever. Because there's not enough heads in Waco for one barber to cut.
And that's absolutely the same way. Okay. There's no competition. It's and like my instructor at MCC, Miss Toll, she's so great. She's one of she's an older stylist, but she is down to the roots. I mean, learning how to cut, she would, come behind me. You missed a spot. She was so, detailed and everything. And she helped me, but she would always tell me, Clarissa, you're not for everybody. You're not the stylist for everybody. Okay. But the ones that are for you are going to definitely come up and support you. Okay. And that's what you have to learn and accept in the industry is you may not be that stylist for Susie. Well, okay. But you may be for Maria. You know what I mean?
As long as Susie making sure I don't got no wrinkles, we good. Because I can't have a single wrinkle in my body, especially when I'm making lunches for my man.
Well, there you go. Susie's the girl to get you right.
So the same can be said. You guys,
there's no competition. And if you compete with anybody, you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? There's no competition. It's just you.
It's like that.
It's you and you. That's it.
You really just have to stay in your own lane. You know what I said? Oh God, I don't want to throw too much shade because
Oh Lord.
I said recently, focus on building your own business minding your own instead of tearing down another man's business. That's what I said. You guys, listen, you guys that are up and coming entrepreneurs, business owners, listen, I've been doing the show for 2 years. You've been doing Allure by Clarissa for 3 years. Yep. Okay. We don't become successful in these business ventures by tearing down others.
Not at all.
You guys have got to really stay in your own lane and focus on building every bit of energy that you're tearing down somebody with. could be the same energy could be used to growing yourself.
Exactly.
Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let me just leave it at that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not trying to be petty. I'm just saying. I just felt like I had to get that off my chest.
Yes, you're absolutely right. There's no competition but your own.
That's it.
Always.
That's it. You have to. I found that in podcasting and media as well. Even when I was a radio DJ, I was my own worst critic.
Exactly.
I knew when I was
and that's the thing. You are always your own worst critic.
Now I will tell you, I did record that Dunkin' Donuts commercial drunk as fuck one time, and that was the most lit commercial. They aired that bitch for about 3 months. Yeah. Nobody knew that I was fucked up, but I was definitely fucked up. And every time I heard it on the radio,
proud of that,
I'm gonna say it now because I don't even work there anymore. But every time I heard that fucking commercial, I was like, look at that shit. That's what you call professionalism.
Yes, I know, that's right. That's how you do it.
That's it. Oh,
you gotta pull up and show out.
That's it.
Every time.
Can we talk about just real quick because we do have to wrap up soon. Barbers were talking a lot about like raising their prices and stuff, and they constantly have to raising their prices because the cost of equipment goes up, everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you find yourself struggling? Do stylists have to go through the same thing, or?
Of course. Especially now. I mean, everything has gone up. Gas, groceries, rent,
even the equipment that you guys use, your hair colors,
everything has went up. Our when you deal with chemicals, if I book an appointment, I'm gonna have to buy bleach and color and everything else. So everything, we'd hate to go up on prices, right? But it's the world that we're living in right now. We have to adjust to what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
It's hopefully it's just for the moment,
No, for sure,
hopefully everything goes back down, but we have to.
Gas was killing me for a little bit. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to charge your worth. It just is what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
You're either with it or you're not, you know, and I understand it. And then that's why we also promote like discounts and VIP cards and whatever, just to.
So I can get the NV Beauty Bar VIP or the NV.
Get the VIP. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That is definitely the way to go. Now we did this mid-year. It's almost like an A+ card. So the VIP for Envy pretty much works. You get 50% off of every service in Envy.
Oh.
On top of that, so I'm talking nails, V-steaming, facials,
Botox?
Everything.
Bitch,
everything.
Sign me up. Erica,
there's so much benefits to having this VIP card that I don't think a lot of people understand it. And then you get free treatments every single month for your hair.
Oh wow.
It's almost like just giving back to our girls that have given so much to us. You know what I mean? Who have come and trusted us. Yeah. Just to, it's women. And I'm just going to say this because I know, especially mothers, we're going to put ourselves at the back burner. We're going to, let me pay this, let me do this, let me do this. The kids need this, the kids need that. And then we throw ourselves to the back.
Okay.
But the VIP cards is just so you don't have to throw yourself to the back, baby. Yes. You can still have good hair. You can still get
That's
that.
Right.
Exactly.
I told the nigga I fucked the other day, I'm not no back burner bitch.
Exactly. Don't be the back burner bitch. Be that top bitch.
That's it.
The main bitch.
I mostly bought them because they're all straight.
Okay.
But, so anyway, but that is really great. You know what? God, Clarissa, I've had the best time with you recording on this show.
Too.
No, it's been, unfortunately, we do have to wrap up here in a minute, but I wanted to ask you one last thing. Two last things. What is your advice to anybody that is watching this that really does want to pursue, cosmetology career or Botox or, something in the beauty like you are, in the beauty industry?
Anything, yeah. Well, definitely, don't give up. It's tough. It's going to get a lot harder before it gets any easier. Criticism, like it's the best. Like you have to learn from it. Like don't take everything that someone says and just down yourself for it. Like it's always a learning experience. Okay, they told you can think negative of it, but it's you have to build it up. You have to okay, so now I know, let me get better. Let me
for sure.
Don't cheat yourself. Don't slack on yourself. Give it 110% every time. Even whenever you feel like it's not paying off, it's gonna pay off.
Okay.
It's gonna pay off.
That's what's
you just have to stay firm in what you are and who you are.
For sure.
That's it.
I think that's really good advice. I do. And Clarissa, I had the best time recording with you. I think that you are very great. I think, first of all, kudos to you for being a 16-year-old mother. Right now you're building your own brand. You know what I mean? You really have set or trailblazed a positive route in your life for yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And even the conversation that we had earlier about you and the baby daddy, the fact that you guys at 16 had these kids so young and you guys really just had to get your shit together, and just kudos to you and everything that you've been through. I knew inviting you on the show was a great idea. I don't regret it one bit. I think you're fucking awesome.
No, you're fucking awesome.
I know it. I'm now. Is this making you want to slide in DMs or go home to the boyfriend?
Go home to my baby.
Go home to your mans.
Yeah.
You know I don't got no mans, but I'm definitely sliding. I told you, Apothic Red does that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fuck with the person that introduced me. Anyway, Andrew, stop you're doing shit. Okay.
Off topic.
Okay. Clarissa, what's next for you?
I don't like to speak it out until they say, you know what I mean?
We don't get the exclusive?
No, but there is definitely more to come.
Yes.
I definitely am adding on to my services.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Give you a minute.
And we're gonna get it going. I mean, definitely there's more to come from Allure by Clarissa. And also I have to shout out Aaron. Thank you so much for doing my makeup today. I love you so much.
What's his last? Do I know him?
Aaron Alonzo at Envy Beauty Bar. She also does spray painting makeup as well.
Shit. I thought you said Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron Alonzo, baby. I love you. Thank you so much.
It's gorgeous, darling.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Do you know a guy named Ronnie?
Why?
Rivas?
No.
I'm asking. Oh,
I don't.
I invited him on the show. I think he's nervous.
Are you trying to get me to talk him down into doing it?
No, I want you to tell him to come on the show because I think he does hair too.
What is his name?
Ronnie Rivas.
Do it.
Yes.
He's great.
I need more gay people on the show.
I was super nervous.
No, he does do hair. He does hair.
Does he really?
I don't know where he does hair. I follow him on Facebook. Yes.
Do it.
Do the show.
Do it. He's great. He's gonna make you feel comfortable.
That's all. That right? I'm just a little slutty.
It's a party.
That's all it is.
That's it.
Okay.
Get with
I
them.
put her on to the Apothic Red. She's gonna go home and get pregnant again. And I'm gonna go home and make a Grindr account. But all I'm gonna tell is that guy, listen, we had a good time, but if you throw your fucking cum stain towel on my PS5 controller one more time, we're fucking boxing. All right. Anyway, them hoes are expensive. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Do what you do, boo.
Clarissa, I had a great time. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Honestly, I'm so happy that we finally got to do this. It was a long time coming, and I truly enjoyed having you on. To everybody that watched this episode, thank you guys again so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this episode of The Public Affair. Big shout out to Allure by Clarissa. How can we get a hold of you in case anybody wants to get their hair done or anything? You
can text me, call me, DM me. My telephone number is 254-300-3104. Allure by Clarissa, Facebook, Instagram.
That don't mean
social media.
That don't mean y'all dudes can be sliding her DMs now. She got a man. Okay?
You ain't gonna get no play.
Is your man black or Mexican?
He's black, baby.
Oh, so you know he fights. So don't be doing all that. I'm scared of BBC, Clarissa. I really am.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't be.
I'm nervous.
Don't be.
Anyway, no. Anyway, okay, stop.
Next time.
Everybody, that's part two. Everybody who tuned
I love you, baby.
Shout out to him. Everybody who tuned into this episode. Thank you guys again so much for watching this episode. Before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Definitely to one of my new sponsors of The Public Affair, Via's Transportation LLC with Pelon Villa and Yasmin Landeros, who were on the show just recently. I love that couple so much. They provide power-only services locally and over the road at affordable rates starting. They also move freight in a dry van, such as box items, palleted materials, most retail dry goods, and so much more. Those two have definitely built the business from the ground up. I love that couple so much. They're independently owned. Make sure you call today for more information with the number on the screen. To Pelon Villa, Yasmin Landeros, thank you guys so much for being new sponsors of The Public Affair. Get it right. So, thank you guys. No, honestly, I love that couple. They were on the show. Strong couple. Via's Transportation LLC, Pelon Villa, Yasmin Landeros. You guys have come so far.
I did see that podcast.
Isn't it great?
They're
I love
funny,
them.
yes.
Oh, they're so great, and they really are. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Via's Transportation LLC. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, which, as of the recording of this episode, Dominic just had a birthday. So happy birthday to you, bro. You've definitely changed my mental and physical aspect in life in terms of how I look, what I put in my body. Soco Soccer Academy has done so much for me, and I'm eternally grateful. They're located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training. They also have elite skills training to make your kid a superb star athlete, darling. They have open plays on Mondays and Wednesdays for ages 16 and older at 8:30 p.m. hosted by Dominic and Mauro. I call Mauro Silly Buns because he's short and aggressive. Silly Buns, only $5 to play locally. Follow on Facebook at Soco Soccer Academy and on Instagram at Soco Soccer 254 to Soco Soccer Academy. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Oh, of course. To Jay Petal and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and the entire family. Now, Thomas Roberts, I just got to give you a special shout out because that poke bowl that you made me yesterday was absolutely delicious. It wasn't as good as what I put in my mouth beforehand, but it was absolutely delicious. No, it was great. They provide honestly, I'm obsessed with J Petal and Poke. They provide delicious, savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls. They also have handcrafted Thai-rolled ice cream for dessert, darling. You choose from the menu or create your own, like I like to do, Clarissa, because I like to be in control, darling. They're locally operated at University Park Drive and Hewitt Drive, and you can order online at jpetaltx.com to J Petal and Poke. Thank you guys so much for being longtime sponsors of the Public Affair. Ooh, of course, to my boy Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio, home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more, darling. Definitely a jack of all trades. He put backup camera, he put Apple Play car stereo, he put auto start in my car, he even put the 5% tint, girl.
Todo.
Okay, you know what I'd be doing in that car with the 5% tint. Anyway, your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. We don't get caught. Thank you so much to Pollo Box and Audio with my boy Jeffrey Monreal, and of course, oh my goodness, of course, to one of my big sponsors, one of my biggest supporters, Junior Banda with Fat Boy Michelada and Botana, who provides the best Michelada and Botana plates for yourself or for a party. He has a menu of a ton of different items, including Botana bows, chamoy, pickles, and more. Locally operated, so make sure you get the best and not the rest. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Fatboy Michelada y Botana and place your order now. My boy Junior Banda, he's done so much for me behind the scenes and the Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate you, bro. Honestly, that banner he got me, super hot. He took it to Houston and oh my goodness. Junior, thank you so much. To everybody who watched, shared, subscribed, listened, watch Clarissa. Clarissa, thank you so much. Allure by Clarissa. I had the best time. We are a little bit tipsy right now. It was the Apothic. This wine was good, right?
It was great. Thank you.
So now you're about to go home and...
know what I'm saying?
And don't forget, darling, to always, always, always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.